When Musk left the government last week, he said it was to focus on his companies, including Tesla. A group of Tesla shareholders even accused him of being absent amid a crisis as the company's showrooms were targeted by vandalism and its stock price slipped. Which, by the way, let's check in on Tesla stock here. The market just closed. Shares of Tesla closed down over 14%. Trump's Oval Office remarks and Elon's tweet spree, that started around noon today. That was basically the high point, and billions have been wiped from Tesla's value in the meantime.
Look, Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we will anymore.
They might not even be friends anymore. All right, we literally tried to produce some actual popcorn for this show because it seems like that kind of a day. But let me tell you, it got much worse than what we just walked through right there, because the president, presumably after seeing Musk's tweets, responded this: Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months that I was going to do, and he just went crazy. The easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. If you think that would have ended there, you would be wrong, and I'm pretty sure none of you thought that it would end there, because here's what Musk said: go ahead, make my day. And for the record, Musk continued to tweet about Trump after this, is probably still tweeting. Jeffrey Epstein has been mentioned, but we have to cut it off somewhere. We're going to talk to our panel in just a moment, but we're going to start with Kristen Holmes at the White House. Kristen, I do think certainly when the Musk-Trump bromance began, there was a lot of speculation about the inevitability of a day like this. It actually lasted quite a while. The two seemed to manage to keep their relationship on track through Musk's tenure. I guess at this point, I have to ask you, is the Tesla that Trump bought still on the White House grounds? It sounds like we're set to perhaps hear from the president later on today. What have you seen so far today at the White House, and what are you expecting to come next?
Well, Casey, there's breaking up, and then there is publicly taking a flamethrower to another person to completely try and destroy their reputation and livelihood, which is what we've seen these two men engage in for the last several hours. You have Donald Trump there saying he's going to take away government contract subsidies to the tune of billions of dollars from Elon Musk, which would be his livelihood. And as you mentioned, Elon Musk is making this a nuclear threat by essentially claiming that Donald Trump is in the, quote, Epstein files. Now, just one thing to make clear here, we don't even believe, or we don't even know that any Epstein files exist. We have no indication that Musk would have access to that. But of course, this is a long-lived conspiracy theory that there are some files out there of clients of Jeffrey Epstein's. Now, we reached out to the White House to get a response to this. Donald Trump is going to sit for a roundtable with the Fraternal Order of Police any moment now, and this is not one that his advisors are going to respond for him. They are going to give him the opportunity. The cameras will be there, and we were told Donald Trump wants to talk about this. Just remember, as you said, Donald Trump didn't respond to Elon Musk's lambasting of his legacy bill for 2 days. It wasn't until he was asked about it today that he really laid into it. And even then, just saying that he was disappointed. Now it gets incredibly personal, saying that it's wearing thin. You see Elon Musk saying that's not true, that's a lie. They're going back and forth, back and forth. Yes, there is somewhat of a juvenile angle to this, but these are also two of the most powerful men in the world who are having this public breakup right now, which you said, of course, at some times people speculated this could happen. Two men with huge egos, big personalities. But the White House advisors thought they got off scot-free. They thought that on Friday he was gone. They had a pleasant meeting. They praised each other, and he was out the door. And a lot of people were happy to see him go. Donald Trump is right about that. He was wearing thin on some of the advisors who said it was time for him to move on. But right now what you are seeing is a complete escalation in some cases, and also a devolving of this relationship that we watched for the first 4 months. It's really a signature part of the first 4 months or 5 months of Donald Trump's time in office. So right now we are waiting to see how Donald Trump responds to this incredibly personal attack, obviously trying to make it more personal, trying to spark conspiracy theories around the current president. Elon Musk doing so, taking it to a whole new level here.
A whole new level indeed. Kristen Holmes, I know you'll be standing by for us throughout the hour as we wait for Donald Trump to weigh in on camera On this, our panel joins us now. Elliot Williams, CNN legal analyst, former federal prosecutor. Kristen Soltis-Anderson, CNN political commentator, Republican pollster. Adrian Elrod, former senior advisor to the Biden-Harris campaign. Matt Mowers, Republican strategist. And Fayez Siddiqui, technology reporter at the Washington Post and an Elon Musk biographer, is also with us. But before we start our conversation, I do want to just roll some of that tape to remind all of us what this relationship between Donald Trump and Elon Musk, a relationship that, let's be honest, has impacted the lives of certainly thousands, perhaps millions of Americans through these DOGE cuts and other measures, what it looked like before they had this, this is beyond a breakup. This feels like a really nasty divorce where all the assets are on the table and everybody's fighting over who gets to keep what. This is what it looked like before today. Watch.
Is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space. Come here. Take over, Elon. Yes, take over.
I'm not just MAGA. I'm dark, gothic MAGA.
And we're going to take Doge to Mars.
We love Elon, don't we? Is that guy, he's a character.
The people voted for major government reform, and that's what the people are going to get.
He's an incredible patriot, and I don't even know if he's a Republican. Elon's really not leaving. He's going to be back and forth, I think. I have a feeling.
So that's it, really. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Great job.
So that's not it, because just 60 seconds ago or so, a little bit more, we got this on Truth Social from the President of the United States. He says, quote, "I don't mind Elon turning against me, but he should have done so months ago. This is one of the greatest bills ever presented to Congress. It's a record cut in expenses, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I didn't create this mess. This puts our path of greatness, make America great again." Kristen Soltis-Anderson, let me start with you because you asked your team, your polling team, to go back and look at, of these two men, this is like a MAGA showdown for the ages, right? What do Republicans think of each of these men? Who is going to come out on top here?
So before today, Elon Musk was pretty popular with Republicans. In my data, he was up among Republicans. 74% found that he was, they viewed him favorably. Even more when you look at the most MAGA of Republicans. But you know who's more popular with these Republicans than Elon Musk? It's Donald Trump. And so in the battle of billionaire with an interest in policy who's really good at trolling on social media versus billionaire with an interest in policy who's really good at trolling on social media, I suspect Republicans will come down on Trump's side, with one exception. The fact that Musk is sort of attacking him from the right, from the fiscal conservative side. I'll be interested to see how much of that old school Tea Party DNA is still flowing through today's Republican Party.
I'm interested too.